Or Stephanopoulos here.
This morning, fierce
We're doing golf merger with the Saudis, baby. People are fucking pissed off.
reaction after the PGA Tour's announcement that it's merging with its Saudi-funded rival, LIV Golf.
We just realized that we were better off together than we were fighting or apart.
It's an about-face after a years-long rivalry. LIV has paid top dollar to poach some of the biggest names from the PGA, including Dustin Johnson and Phil Mickelson. Players faced backlash for joining a tour backed by a country linked to a history of human rights abuses, including the murder of Washington Post.
Did you just say this merger will be blocked by the DOJ? Are you insane? No, it won't. Brother, Saudi Arabia did 9/11, okay? They did 9/11, and America was like very important ally in the Gulf. Like this is huge for us. Thank you for doing 9/11 for us. We really liked it. Thank you so much. Thank you for killing Jamal Khashoggi. Donald Trump was the most honest man in America in very unique moments throughout his presidency, and one of the most honest sentiments that Donald Trump ever expressed was in the immediate aftermath of Jamal Khashoggi, which is a legal permanent resident in the United States of America, was chopped up and put into fucking oil barrels in the Istanbul Saudi embassy. They asked Donald Trump, what do you think about Saudi Arabia killing an American legal permanent resident? Like, how do you still continue to give weapons to a country that did that? Donald Trump turned around and said, are you going to buy $10 billion of weapons? I got to sell these weapons somehow. If I don't sell it to them, Russia's going to sell it to them. Are you going to buy the weapons from me? Do you have $10 billion? Straight up. And that was, I mean, it's gross. It's still awful, right? What he's doing is still immoral, but it was honest. What is this pro golfer defending the regime?
I appreciate it. And I think there's a lot more behind closed doors that's been going on. What I can tell you is that H.E. Yasser is...
Bryson DeChambeau, an early recruit to the Saudi-backed LIV Tour, on the merger, on the PGA merger shocker and criticism from the families of 9/11 victims. Yo, that's awesome.
Always been a staunch supporter of...
By the way, this is why they're giving him like $7 gazillion. You know what I mean?
Golf globally and wanting to grow the game. That's been his vision from the start. When we first started talking a few years ago, and as it's come to fruition now, I think that this is the best thing that could ever happen for the game of golf, and I'm extremely proud to be a part of that because of the fact that the fans are going to get what they want. The players are going to experience something a little different, a little new on the PGA Tour side, but I truly believe in the end the game of golf wins in this scenario.
What about for those players, though, who stuck with the PGA Tour, who didn't accept a lot of money that was coming their way from the LIV Tour because of comments from people like...
Yeah, dumbasses. At the end of the day, money wins, dude. And I'll say this even about like fucking something that is significantly less damaging, but still very damaging in our small little circle. Kick. Like, if you ever are wondering why certain content creators are saying certain things or doing certain things and how their attitude changes over time or whatever the fuck, always remember that. Like, that's it. It's money. That's why Donald Trump did not punish Saudi Arabia after Khashoggi. That's why Biden didn't punish Saudi Arabia after Jamal Khashoggi. Money always wins, dude. That's it. And the Saudis have a fuck ton of it, okay? And they are interested in sports washing their brand. Their brand is seen as old, antiquated, fundamentalist, Wahhabist. It's associated with like all of the worst aspects of Islam, while America was fighting the global war on terror and also completely avoiding the actual terrorism that Saudi Arabia was literally engaging in, both to America or also in the Gulf. But ultimately, they have a lot of money and they can change that narrative in America. They can change that narrative in the Western world, especially if they swing that big ass dick around. And they're certainly not shy about it.
Like Monahan and the criticism you face. Do you see Pat Monahan or as Jay Monahan, I should note, is a hypocrite in this situation?
Well, look, I really feel bad for the information that was delivered to the players on the PGA Tour, the ones that stuck with them. You know, we did take a risk. The players that did go over, we did take a risk, and there was a reason for taking that risk relative to the the capital that had to be.
What risk, man? How much money did this motherfucker get? How much money did this motherfucker get? He's like, oh man, I took a really big risk going to Saudi Arabia. The risk, $200 million. No, the real ones who took the fattest of L's is Tiger Woods and all the other fucking golfers who did not immediately fucking capitulate and genuflect to the Saudi royalty for all the big buku bucks that they got, that they were willing to fucking, send your way. Those are the guys who actually fucked up. Because now they're going to play with the Saudi now they're playing with the Saudi government anyway. I'd be so pissed about these fucking pieces of shit that got like 200 grand deals and shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here with like 200 grand. I mean, 200 million, not 200 grand. My brain doesn't even correct it to 200 million because it's like an unimaginable amount of money to give it to someone to sign for playing fucking golf.
Paid out for that to occur. But I do feel bad for
the
PGA Tour players because they were told one thing and something else happened. And on our side, we were told one thing and it's come to fruition. And look, in the end for me, I want the players, the fans, and the game of golf to win. And, it does stink a little bit from my perspective that the PGA Tour players are not necessarily winning. I hope that they can find a way to make sure that they are valued in the same way that we are over at LIV. And I think that'll happen. It's just going to take some time with the players pushing back a little bit and trying to figure out what makes them, what gives them the best opportunity to be successful on their own end. And eventually we all come back together now and play as one group. I think that's the best thing, watching us play week in and week out, the best players against each other.
When you say bad information, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, look, there's a lot of information that can be delivered on both sides. Now, whether it's right or wrong is always subject to what people believe. And, behind closed doors, there was a lot going on that anyone could really take in. And a lot of players just weren't willing to take the risk, whereas players like myself had some decent information and was willing to take that risk because not only did, it would change our lives, but it would potentially change the landscape of the game of golf, of which we all believed in, the guys that went to LIV, for a long time. Phil being in the same position, we all believed that there was a better path to potentially grow the game and give people a new viewpoint and fresh perspective on the game of golf. And I think that's what you're seeing here now, is that it's finally coming to a place where the PGA Tour realized it, LIV realized it, we all realized that we're better together and not apart.
Well, of course,
dude,
it's not.
Why am I hated by the damn near entirety of the fucking Fox News watchers and all the other normies out there for saying America deserved 9/11? But when motherfuckers are doing like, well, there's both sides to 9/11 and they get $125 million in the Saudi government, it's fine. That's fucked up. That's actually, I said it for $0, bitch. I said it for $0. This motherfucker said it for 125 mil. Where are my millions, Saudi Arabia? What the fuck is this shit? Kaya, let go. Sit. He's both sizing 9/11. Are you fucking kidding me? That shit is fucked up, dude. You took a fat L there, bozo. No bags for you. Dude, I mean, okay. I took a fat L, but obviously it's not as fat as the L that Tiger Woods took, okay? Because, like, I said it for free and I got death threats. This motherfucker got 120, 150 million, however much money he got, okay? But goddamn, dude.
Behind closed doors, which we do know, is that the LIV Tour is backed by the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which, of course, is run by and backed itself by the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Because of this, that is why it has earned so much criticism, including from the families of 9/11 victims. And the group put out a statement today saying, quote, the PGA and Monahan, referring to the commissioner, appeared to have become just more paid Saudi shills, taking billions of dollars to cleanse the Saudi reputation. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think we'll never be able to repay the families back for what exactly happened just over 20 years ago.
Yeah, bro, when he says we, he means the Saudi. Like, he's speaking as the Saudi kingdom. Like, he's like, yeah, we will never be able to repay them for the crimes that we committed against the American, on American citizens on U.S. soil. A lot of people in the chat are shitting on this guy. You act like for $125 million, you wouldn't say that to your mom, okay? Like, you literally would be like, sorry, mom, I got to say this. You'd be calling up Jeff Wittick's mom and saying that directly to her, okay?
And what happened is definitely horrible. And I think as time has gone on, 20 years has passed, and we're in a place now where it's time to start trying to work together to make things better together as a whole. I have deep sympathy. I don't know exactly what they're feeling. I can't ever know what they feel, but I have a huge amount of respect for their position and what they believe. Nor do I ever want anything like that to ever occur again. I think as we move forward from that, we've got to look towards a pathway.
Wait, what? Bro, why do you say that? What does he know? Chat, what does he know? He said, forget 9/11. You don't want that shit happening twice, dude. 9/11 too?
Way to peace, especially in forgiveness, especially if we're trying to mend the world and make it a better place. I think this is what they're trying to accomplish. LIV is trying to accomplish. The PIF is trying to accomplish. We're all trying to accomplish is a better world for everybody and a way to provide great entertainment for everybody around the world.
It's not just about 9/11. What does it make you uncomfortable at all? Because it's not just that they're accused of financing terrorism. They also are accused of killing a Washington Post reporter, Jamal Khashoggi. How do you feel knowing that that is where the money is backed by?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's unfortunate.
I think the real base shit to say here is literally be like, I don't know. You tell me. Like, you guys get sponsored by the fucking army. You got army ads. What do you think the army does? If I was a fucking mouthpiece, god damn, dude. If I was a real piece of shit, oh my god, I would literally fucking sell it. I would sell it so hard to MBS. I would throw that back. I would literally do tricks on that dick, okay? If I had no fucking moral compass, oh my god, dude, I got so many fucking bars. Straight up, I'd be like, really? Wow, that's really interesting. First of all, I'd be like, America did 9/11, okay? I don't care what you say. Donald Trump lied and said he was going to release the 9/11 documents. He never did. Where are the documents? That's because he knows that the CIA did it, okay? That's what I would say. It's an inside job. Look it up. Then I would turn around and say, what do you think the American military did after 9/11? It was significantly worse for the entire fucking world. It destabilized whole fucking nations. And you don't have any issue taking a pretty penny from the fucking military when you do military ads, okay? And not only that, but you also literally have Raytheon executives and Northrop Grumman executives straight up on the broadcast selling their newest fucking weapons. I watch CNN all the time. I saw on the 10 a.m. time slot a fucking brigadier general, now turned into a lobbyist, now turned into a PR mouthpiece for fucking Northrop Grumman, sell their latest defense systems so that they can like sell it to Ukraine. What do you think that's about? That shit's way more bloodthirsty. What do you think fucking missile systems does? What do you think they do? It's not like they're fucking, throwing fucking baby food. Those missile systems are making babies into fucking like clouds of mist, okay? Pink mist. That's what they're doing. So if you don't have any fucking moral issue, if you don't consider that to be a moral conundrum, as long as it's the American military doing it, as long as American military contractors making the money, then I don't have a fucking moral conundrum with the $250 million I got from Mohammed bin Salman. That's what I would say. I think that was CBS, but whatever. You think CNN doesn't have the exact same people that CBS has? What are you talking about? Anyway.
Fortunate what has happened, and that's something I cannot necessarily speak on as I'm a golfer, but what I can say is that what they're trying to do, what they're trying to work on is to be better allies, because we are allies with them. And look, I'm not going to get into politics of it. I'm not specialized in that, but what I can say is they are trying to do good for the world and showcase themselves in a light that hasn't been seen in a while. And nobody's perfect, but we're all trying to improve in life.
Yeah, I think they would say.
Yeah, bro, nobody's perfect. Who amongst us hasn't done a 9/11? Like, I don't get it. My man said nobody's perfect. Like the main criticism for the Saudi kingdom is that like Mohammed bin Salman likes mint chocolate chip ice cream. You know what I mean? It's like, motherfucker, it's not mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's 9/11. It's genocide that is ongoing in Yemen. You know what I mean? These are things that are like not, I mean, come on. Nobody's perfect.
It's not just about politics. It's also about human rights. And that is where the critics have weighed in so heavily on this. Bryson DeChambeau.
That was crazy, dude. Yeah, we did 9/11 twice, literally, with Allende as well. Anyway, let's get back to this golf merger.
Journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
I don't condone human rights violations at all. I'm certainly aware of what has happened with Jamal Khashoggi, and I think it's terrible.
Golfer Rory McIlroy reportedly turned down a $300 million offer, and Tiger Woods a $700 million offer.
Who's laughing now,
to play for
dumbasses?
LIV in the past. Golfers say yesterday's merger announcement came out of the blue. Not everyone took issue.
I've dedicated my entire life to being at golf's highest level. I'm not about to stop playing golf because the entity that I play for has joined forces with the Saudi government.
But a group representing families of the 9/11 attack victims say it's shocked and offended and accuses the PGA and Commissioner Monahan of hypocrisy, saying it appears their concern for our loved ones was merely window dressing in their quest for money. Just last year, Commissioner Monahan had...
What is the expectation? No disrespect to the 9/11 victims and stuff. I'm with them. Not that they would ever think that I am, actually, but I am. I've criticized Barack Obama for refusing to allow investigations and conducted into Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11, and even offering the legal allowance to actually sue the Saudi government for acts of terror, 9/11 specifically. Okay, but what do you think? These guys are just not going to play golf? Of course they're going to fucking play golf. Ultimately, no one cares. No one cares about you guys. That's the reality. It's a sad reality. The American government showed that they don't care about you when they did this under the Barack Obama administration. They showed that they don't care about you when they continued this under the Trump administration, and they certainly don't care about you under the Biden administration as well. So it's just not going to happen. There is no, you don't have billions of fucking dollars. Saudi Arabia does. Hundreds of billions. Trillions. It's funny because you are more in support with family victims, but just because you criticize their beloved military or a flag, they prefer to be fucked in the ass rather than admit that their country made some huge mistakes. Yeah. The deal cut off the litigation because the PGA would have opened their books up as they operate as a charity organization every tournament. Why do the Saudis want to play golf in the States? The main reason why the Saudi kingdom is doing this is because they want to do what is known as sports washing. It's going to come to other sports as well. There's two reasons. One, because they want to diversify their revenue streams as a country. Okay? Now, the reason why they want to do that is because they want to move away from fossil fuels a little bit, or at least take some of those earnings and put them into stuff that is more sustainable. The second reason why they're doing this is because they want people to not think, people riding camels and executing women and also doing 9/11 when you think Saudi Arabia. Kaya ate something? Yes. A bully stick. Formula One is already there. Football is already there. And now golf is there too.
These words for players who signed up with LIV.
I think you'd have to be living under a rock to not know that there are significant implications. As it relates to the families of 9/11, my heart goes out to them.
On Twitter, critics of the deal are now sharing this image of the PGA logo changed to reference the gruesome...
Wow, dude. They fucking got him. They got Saudi Arabia, dude. They fucking owned him.
Jamal Khashoggi was murdered. The combined league is so new, it does not even have a name yet. As for Saudi Arabia...
I feel like that owns Jamal Khashoggi more than it owns Saudi Arabia, dude. It's like it's like they're going to use that as a flex.
Arabia, it's also luring talent from the soccer world, most recently superstar Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hey everyone, it's me, the editor again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please throw some Kaya loves in the comments, and it's always nice to know when people reach this segment. To get more Hasan content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and hey, leave a like while you're at it. And if you'd like to see another video just like this one, why not check this one out?